How's it going, guys? 3 awesome steaks, Wagyu, Australian Wagyu. They're frozen, but they've been sliced. This is, of course, going to be mine. Nice bit of steakage happening there. I'm going to show you how to cook the most perfect medium rare steak you can do, regardless of its size. These two are pretty even. This one's a monster, or the beast. Right, so we're going to need a few ingredients. We're going to have freshly cracked pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and of course salt. Sea salt, pure sea salt. Tastes better. Then we're going to use a few baggage. Right, and now everyone knows me, knows I'm not really that way inclined to use certain materials while I'm cooking. But here's the thing, it works. It works really well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to season these bad boys up with salt. And being sea salt, it usually needs a squidge more than anyone else. But it's better flavour, just need a little bit more of it. Then you're going to put some garlic powder. I might have to break out the other jar in a second. Garlic powder and onion powder. Everyone loves a bit of the old onion. I'm going to season them up like so. Last but not least, I better not do that one with pepper, that's my daughter's. She'll have a fit. So move it across to this side. I'll just give her a little tiny bit of pepper on hers. I'm gonna flip the buggers over and do the same on the other side. So that's salt. The extra salt on that one, she's a big girl. Now you can dry brine. That's placing it in salt, or salting it, putting it on a rack in a fridge, and just let it sit overnight in the fridge or refrigerator with the salt on it, and it'll give the salt a lot of time to penetrate into the meat, which would be good for that one, but these are frozen. So we're going to put them into a steak bag. Now, this is water that's heated up to 50 degrees already in, well, we've got a Renault hot water system. You can adjust the temperature. And you're going to preheat your oven to 50 degrees. And then you want to fold the tops over so you don't get nothing in the seals. No little gaps, because sometimes if it doesn't seal, you'll get water in there. And you're going to place your little steaky into the bag, like so. And you're going to flip it up. Then you're going to seal it most of the way and stop there, like that, so the air comes in. Then what you do is you plunge it into some water. Is it getting it? Yeah. So we're just going to move this across a bit more so you can see this in action. So you see there's air in there. So this is the way to get the air out, is you put it in the water, lower it down nice and slowly, squeezing the sides out, and that in turn will flush out any air that's trapped in there. Don't put the top of the bag under the water, and then just use the side of the bowl or the pot that you're using to squash the air, and a fairly well vacuum sealed bag. So there's steak number 1. We're just going to put it to the side for now, so don't overflow the pot. Steak is number 2. I should write on this one, but I've lost my texter pen. So I'll just put a W. Oh, there's a line a line on it will do to show that it's, oh no, I think I've bloody put a hole in it. I'll get another bag. Should be easy to see, there's pepper on it anyway. So steak number 2, same thing. Open the baggie up. Open the baggie up, flip it over. Get the steak, plock it in there. In you go, baby. And I'm going to show you why I preheated the oven, because some of you are thinking, what's he preheating the oven for and using 50-degree water? What's the correlation there? You're going to see. Because you set this up, you know, lunchtime-ish. Again, down in there, force out any air with using the water. Get to the side, seal that bad boy up, and voila, vacuum sealed. Now I've got a slightly bigger bag here because I've got the big gun, the big beast. Probably would have made a really yummy stew that, but I'm going to be hungry tonight. Even if I wasn't hungry, I'm going to say I am. I should probably salt the side, but I can do that a little later when I'm actually ready to fire up. So into the bag, roll it back over. Sorry guys, out of camera view there. Into the water. Force the air out. Seal the bag. Alright, so there's steak 1. I'm going to have to tip a bit of this water out. I'll actually top it back up with hot water again. Put all 3 steaks in there. Once again, clean up as you go. Oh yeah, I can imagine eating these steaks tonight. I cooked some a couple of nights ago and they were superb. Come on baby, get hot. Wipe the bench top down. Now I'll use alcohol wipes in a second. For any bloodage that might have escaped the steakage. Alright, that water's getting hot. Fill up these pot again. Now this is a little cast iron pot. I've had this thing for years, man, and it's a top little pot. Now look, all 3 steaks are in there, in their little hot water bath. Probably just going to have to maneuver it a bit. Make sure they're submerged. There we go. Now with this, I've got the lid, but I'll place the lid. Oh shit! Don't drop it on the stone top. I'll place the lid upside down. That'll help keep them babies submerged throughout their 2.5 to 3.5 hours at 50 degrees in the oven. And I'll see you in about 3.5 hours, because after that we're going to pat the babies dry and pan sear them. Hot pan, and sear the shit out the outside. I might even do it on charcoals depending on how the weather goes, because it's bloody windy out there. We're going to sear them. You're going to get a perfect crust, and it's going to be tender, medium rare on the inside. I like a bit more rare. So now it's time to do the searing on the steaks. The skillet is getting very hot. It's been getting hot for quite some time. Just a dash of olive oil. It was smoking hot just a moment ago. She's hot, she's hot, she's smoking hot. Steak number 1. Steak number 2. And steak number 3. And if you remember, that was a big fatty. That's because this little skinny bloody thing was on there. So I've got 4 steaks, 2 from me. Just gonna have a little bit more salt on the tops. Just got to let it sit and sizzle. Now that they've been turned twice, I'm going to take this little bugger off because that'll be done. And here comes the best part of it. Big chunk of butter. And that's proper butter. Australian butter. I'm going to grab some Italian herbs, just a pinch. Just let that melt around, let it do its thing. Crust is starting to form on those ones anyway. Ripping hot, absolutely ripping hot. Good basting them. getting a second pan going because these 3 steaks are just taking up too much heat out of this skillet. But they're starting to brown. Nice caramelisation. Alright, so I've got the other 2 steaks going in this pan over here. Just now this pan's able to heat up a bit more. The colour's coming through. It's coming through nicely. These 2 over here starting to brown up a bit better. Get that fat melting out. And we're going to cut some up. So here's steak numero uno. We're going to chop him up. Look at the colour. Oh yeah. So as you've seen in the video, the steaks were a little bit overdone. I let them go in the oven a bit too long as I got caught away. Ended up having to fry them a little bit harder because I couldn't get the colour onto them because I just couldn't get the heat in the pan. I think there's something going on with that stupid stove. But they were fucking delicious. Peace out.